All right, what's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are having a good week, good weekend coming up. Just wanted to run with you guys what I did this week in the stock market to generate income. As you guys know, I'm trying to reach financial freedom a lot faster than if I just did my regular job. So before I begin, none of this is a recommendation. None of this is financial advice. I'm just documenting my own progress, keeping track of my own journey, and using this platform basically to track it. So here, what I had done was last Friday, I sold this option right here. And what this option agrees to do is sell my shares for $23 per share. I currently have 100 shares of SPCE, which is Virgin Galactic Holdings. And the reason why I'm doing it with this company is because on October 22nd, they're set to have a space launch, and I'm expecting it to be really good. So the price is going to go up. So right now, I'm currently up $29 on this company, and my contract that I sold. So when I sold it, let me try to go to my contract real quick. So when I sold this contract last week on October 9th, it was worth $36. So because I sold it, I got paid $36 right up front, like I showed you on the video, right on video. And today, if I was to sell this contract today, I'm only going to get $1. And the reason why is because I'm agreeing to sell my shares at 23, but somebody could get it for 22.40, so it's a lot cheaper. So the value of my contract is going to be a lot lower, obviously, because the chances of somebody picking up this contract are pretty much zero now. That's why it's only worth $1. So right here, my credit was 36. And what I'm going to do now is close this contract, so I have to buy it back. But I'm only going to have to buy it at around this price, probably $2 just because it's Robinhood. But we'll see if I can get filled at $1 first. And then I'm going to open up the same exact contract for next week. I can name any price that I want. I bought these at $22.06 a share. So if I keep it at 23 and then I have to sell it next week, minus 22.06. So I'll make $94 just from the shares alone, on top of the 36 I made last week and whatever I get paid this time around. So let's go ahead and close this contract. Got one. We'll try to do it for $1. Actually, oh yeah, I need to buy it. So make sure you're doing the right thing here. So I'm going to buy this contract right here. That way I'm closing the one I have. It's going to cost me $1. Let's see if I get filled. There we go. So I got filled, thankfully. I only had to spend $1. So at the end of the day, I made $35 off of this play right here. So let me go ahead to my Excel spreadsheet. I did not get exercised. And my total profit from this was $35. So this week I made $35. Slightly less than last time, which is okay. I'm just trying, like I said, I'm trying to be in this in the long run. So we're going to take 35 times 0.6. So $21 is going to get withdrawn and put into one of my debt accounts. And the remaining $14 staying right there in Robinhood in my account. And just letting my account build up as well. So I'm doing two things here at the same time, and that way by the time I'm done paying off my debt and I'm debt free, I already have a retirement account, a portfolio already set up and good to go. So I'm killing two birds with one stone, and I'm doing it a lot faster than if I just waited and put my regular income towards debt. There's no way for me to be able to grow it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm using the same money every single time to make income, to generate income from the stock market. So right now what I'm going to do is October 23rd. So if I sell the exact same contract that I had this week, I'll get $82 this time, when last time it was only worth $36. Or what I could do is I can go up a little higher and say I want to sell them for $24, 23 and a half, whatever you want to do. If you're selling them, this is how much you're making. My chance of making that much money right here It kind of tells you this is just a generalization. It doesn't put into account, new news that comes out, good or bad. So right now what I need to do is figure out how much I'm willing to sell my shares for and be okay with it. One thing that I usually do is I look at the chart. So I'm going on the daily chart. So what this means is every single candle is 1 day's worth of price action, basically. So the highest that it went to today was 23.36, and the lowest of the day was 21.70. I drew these lines here that kind of indicate where it's been basically since September 25th right here. So it's on this trend up here. This is another trend that it's been on. It has the opportunity to come back down, but it also has the opportunity to go all the way back up to where it used to be, which was like 26, 27. So my guess is by the end of next week it's gonna be up here somewhere, especially because of that space launch that's coming out. So I'm gonna put, let's do 23.5. So if I have to sell them at 23.5, 23.50 minus 2206, I'll make $144 just because I had to sell the shares on top of this 68 that I got and 35 that I got last week. So at the end of the day, if I end up having to sell these next week at 23.5, I'll make $247 off the entire play, the entire wheel option. And the higher you go, you'll actually make more money, even though this is lower. If I have to sell them at 24 and I paid 2206 is 194, so I'd make $194 plus my 35 plus 55, so a little bit more money just for selling them shares at $50 more. But what has to happen for me to be able to sell them at this price is that the share price has to be above 24 by the end of next Friday. And usually what I'm doing is if it's below it like it is right now, I'm just closing it and opening up the next week's contract. If it's above, I'm just gonna let it expire, collect the whole premium, and sell my shares. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 23.5 actually. Let's see. I just want to make sure that if I have to sell these shares next week, that I'm okay selling it at 23, even if the price goes to like 25, 26. But at the same time, you want to make sure that if it happens to drop down here, that you're not kicking yourself, because it could have been like right here or right here. I could have made more money right here at 97, and I wouldn't have to worry about selling it because it never reached that price. So you just want to make sure that you're comfortable with what you're doing. So make sure you're selling first. I want to make sure I'm selling 63. Let's continue. One, and we can try to get filled at 63. Let's see what happens. All right. So I'm agreeing to sell 100 shares. My 100 shares is my collateral since I own the shares already. Submit this. And it's placed. So because it's placed, I don't want to waste too much time, so I'm just going to cancel it and try to get refilled. We'll try to do 62. Let's try to do 62. So $62 is what I would get. So make sure everything's good. Minimum credit, which means I'm getting paid. If it says debit, if it says minimum cost, that means I'm paying. So I'm trying to make sure that I'm getting paid. My collateral's there. And let's see if I get filled at 62. All right, I got filled at 63, so there we go. Let's go back to Virgin Galactic. So now I have, let me update this. All right, so here's my contract. It's actually more expensive now because Virgin Galactic is dropping, but that's all right. We got a whole week to go. Right now I'm up 31.19 on the shares, and we'll see what happens. So let me go ahead and put this in here. I'm just gonna copy this, put it right here. That's the end of this week. All right, so today's date is the 16th. The contract expires on the 23rd. Actually, this is wrong too. This is supposed to be the 16th. All right, strike price was $23.50. And the credit was $63. All right, so I got this set up. What I'm gonna also do is enter credit spread, just because I haven't done that yet. So I haven't really showed you guys credit spreads, which is one thing that I'm trying to get into. This is very good for small accounts, super small accounts. So I'm gonna do it on the SPY, and I'm just gonna quickly explain what it is. Basically what I'm doing is, with credit spreads, you don't have to be correct in the market. You just have to be, you know, semi-correct. So right here on the SPY on the daily, it was at 357. That was a long time ago, September 2nd, so over a month ago. And ever since then, it's been down here. It has the potential to go back up easily. It just depends on the news. Basically, this thing doesn't move too much as far as like other stocks. Like, it's up down 188 for the week, up 12 for the month. So it's been going crazy just because the election's coming up, stimulus talks, the whole nine. So I'm gonna enter a very small one because it's been within this range right here. The lowest that it went was 320. This was back September 24th. October 8th, so for the past week it hasn't been below 343, so that would be a good place to go, or 342. I'm probably gonna go to, let's say 342. 342 might be good. Mondays lately have been green, so if I go to the 12th and the 5th and the 28th on the chart, where's the 12th? October 12th was a green day. Okay, October 8th. Wait, was it? October 5th was also a green day, and September 28th. Right here. Small green, but it was green. So Mondays typically look to be green, so I'm going to go to the put side and do the put. And I'm going to select this 342. Actually, let's go to 341. So I'm going to sell the 341. So because I'm on the put side, I'm agreeing to buy the shares at this price. And then I'm going to go to buy, and I'm going to buy this one. So what this means is, if I have to buy the shares at 341, I'll just sell this one. So it's like a cover. It covers you, so I don't actually have to buy any shares. And the difference between these strike prices is 1. So what that means is I need $100 in order to do this, and my credit is $7, so I'm gonna get paid $7. So I'm gonna hit 1 here, not 11. Gonna hit 1 here. I'm just gonna go to 5 so I can make the minimum of $5. Review my order. Hopefully I get filled in this last minute. Let's see what happens. So my collateral here is 100. So I'm using $100 to make 5 by Monday, and let's see what happens. Pending. Let's try to replace this real quick. Let's go to 06. Come on. All right. Well, that's the end of the market. Didn't get filled on this, so we'll see what happens next week. Let's go back here. And that's basically it for this week. So I'm up $35 on my account. I'm going to withdraw 21. Went up $63 for next week. So next week I'm looking to put at least $60 into this, basically. And then if I'm able to do that, if I'm able to do any credit spreads next week, $36 I'll be withdrawing next week. So all in all, it's been a good week in the market, and we'll see what happens. So I hope you guys have a good weekend, and I'll see you guys on Monday.